Hello everybody, this is Etho, and welcome back guys to another glorious episode. Today is going to be full of glore guys, lots of glore. Glore all over the place. So I just loaded up the 14W26B snapshot, and I've been checking it out, just came out today, and it's a bug fix one, so I wanted to see if the world was stable now. It loads up without crashing, which is a good sign, and I've taken a look around, and yeah, things seem pretty good actually. There's a few new features released as well, just a couple minor things, but yeah, I think we should go check out the ocean dungeons today. What do you guys think? Sound like a good plan? Well, no, it's a terrible plan. No, there's still a couple issues with this snapshot, so I think we're gonna wait at least another week before we do that. Redstone's behaving a little weird. Okay, stop. Stop! Please! Oh no. Stop. Stop! I can't stop it. Uh-oh. Come on, this is how I stopped the last time. There we go. Okay. We're good. Whew. Slimes are spawning again, which is good. Lighting bugs I had in here seem to be fixed. Like, for a while now, in a few of the snapshots, there's been lighting errors, and with the latest ones, they seem to be fixed in this room. A few things look a bit darker than they should, though, like this nether wart, and yeah, it's close to ready, but not quite ready. So I think we will downgrade yet again and do some other stuff. There's like some block ID stuff going on. Oh, I thought it was a chicken jockey. I guess not. Like, this is a different mushroom block than it should be. I've noticed as well today, just like trying things out, mobs have very different knockback for some reason in this latest one. It's almost like floaty. Like, look at this. You see that? It's like I don't know. It's interesting. Anyway. So let's downgrade and we will go do some stuff. Alright guys, so we are back in 21B. I loaded my backup here, and I am totally out of ender pearls. So I thought I'd show the enderman farm again. It's been a while. I don't know why, but they keep like as soon as one of them gets free, they try to go down these ladders for some reason. It's like they like it down in this room. Let's do this. So if I have my looting sword selected, they drop tons of ender pearls. I tried it without. I only got 10 ender pearls from them. If I have it selected though, I get like 6 or 7 stacks each time, which is pretty cool. Let's see what we ended up with. Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. I'm not a very good counter. Just out of curiosity, I want to see what happens if I do let them loose. So it seems like they were pathfinding to that one spot. Yeah, look, they like to go down the ladders. Will they all do it? This is a terrible idea, by the way. I'm going to get killed. Let's make a few more holes. Whoa, whoa. Guy, I did not want to look at you. That is so weird. They're fighting to get down the ladders. Alright, anyway. So I'm going to get a few more ender pearls here, and we will probably head over to the amplified terrain and do some work there. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. What is he? He's oh man, they had an accident and they're conjoined twins now or something. The poor chicken. That looks so funny. I was just taking a look at this thing. I think we might set this up officially today. The chicken farm thing. And this guy came out of nowhere. Oh yeah. He hurts. Oh! No, Dodgy! It's okay, it's okay, he didn't mean it. Or did he? Oh, he He forgave him. So here we are again, everyone. And last episode, I'm not really sure why, but I had this inspiration to do a bunch of terraforming here. And we made this pit. And it might have seemed really random and like, why is Etho making a pit? That's dumb. Sometimes when I'm recording these episodes, I have a plan. It's like playing chess. I think 4 or 5 turns ahead of myself. No, so the reason why I dug this is I thought this would be a good thing to center the chicken farm on. So at the top of this mountain here is where I'm going to put that machine that shoots the eggs and creates the chickens, and then we will be able to see them float down as we pass by this pit. Like as we're walking by every so often, just randomly, we will see a baby chicken fall down and very slowly sink down there, and then I don't know what we're doing at the bottom of that yet, but I'm guessing it's going to involve like ocelots and chickens and like lions being let out of their den to kill the chickens, sort of thing every so often. But we will worry about that more later. So I'm going to set it up off camera since I showed it already, and we will continue. And here it is, everybody. It's all set up. Seems to be working okay. So cool. Now I have to just try it. I want to see what it does. This is a stupid idea. But woohoo! Oh man, oh man. Oh. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna get some chicken eggs together, and we will see what kind of trajectory they take when they get launched out of there. The items move farther than entities do, like the mobs will, the chickens will. So we gotta try with them specifically. Oh yeah, and I decided not to put it on top of the mountain, by the way. I put it over there instead. The reason for that is I checked, and the top of the mountain was over 64 blocks away from down there, and you cannot see like cows and chickens in that if they're 64 blocks away from you, so you wouldn't be able to see them getting launched here, which I kind of want. So that's why we have it down lower, and I would like to kind of just make it as small of a opening as we can do over here. So we'll try to close it up little by little here. Get our eggs in. This is all the eggs I brought, so... Oh! Chickens already! Okay. We can close it a bit more. A 3x3 is probably good enough. Woohoo! Okay, that's good. Oh man. Chickens for days! Let's go down. Make sure it's all good. Oh, they're so cool. Oh no, we can't see chickens! Why can't you see chickens? Wait a minute. You can't see baby chickens from 64 blocks away? I guess not. They have a shorter range than... Or maybe I did that test wrong. I went to a creative world and flew above it like a sheep or something. Yeah, cows and sheep are different. Definitely different. I don't know if chickens have a shorter range, but baby chickens definitely do. Huh. Well then, maybe we will lower it even more, because I do want to see them getting launched out of there. I was watching a video and I was tabbed out, and the creeper got me. So I moved it from about there to over here now. It's a lot closer to the pit. We should be able to see them at this range. So let's try it out just to make sure. Put in a few. Alright. Let's not fall down. I just want to make sure we can see them getting launched. Oh no. Still can't see them. Why is that? That is really weird. I thought for sure we would be able to see them now. It's almost like it doesn't want to render them right when they get launched for some reason. Still going? Yeah, it's still going. Oh! Oh, the poor chickens, they're taking damage. Well, darn, what do we do now? So I guess I'm just going to put the chickens in here, and they will randomly drop eggs over time, and we will randomly get baby chickens falling down, and we will revisit this again later, though, because I do want to do more with this idea. This is not it, but I don't want to I don't want to spend the whole episode on this either. I'm trying to do this slow so that we don't knock them out. Whoa, that was a quad. Oh man, I'm getting so many quads lately. It's amazing. All right, that's probably good. Oh, don't look, everybody. All right, everybody. So next up, we are going to be checking out my building plan for this area, which I'm not too confident about. As you know, I'm not a very confident with my building skills, but this is my plan. This is what we're gonna do. So I have a really hard time just building something from scratch. It's not. It usually doesn't turn out well. So I'm going to be doing like these wireframe setups before I do a build. That way I have like I can put random shapes together like this. That's something I can do for sure. And then from that I can tell like what I like with the shapes. Like I can make sure there's depth to it. I can make sure there's varying heights and whatnot. And if you do that, usually you get a pretty cool in-depth building if you have a lot of shapes to it. Now, the actual building theme is going to be possibly good, possibly a disaster. I had this idea today that we would try end stone, and let's just see what it looks like here. Okay, so the end stone would be sort of the back color, because I don't want just gray. The thing about just gray is it doesn't look very good from a distance. So if we have a color mixed in with it, that would be awesome. So I want to try end stone. End stone looks good with green colors as well, I find. It also looks really good with that new prism, whatever there, prismarine or whatever. The new blocks, it looks pretty good with that stuff too. What am I looking for? There we go. We got our leaves on us. Yes. Okay. So somehow this will be like the background to the builds. We got to put stone in front of that, runic stone, because we're kind of doing a ruined theme, right? Stone goes pretty good with end stone, I would say. And just like somehow, I don't know, break it up enough that it looks good, and then have like little bits of this showing in places, and then dress it up with leaves afterwards. We're going to be using jungle leaves. I saw this really cool thing in some of that inspiration stuff you guys sent me. In one of the things that was sent to me, somebody had jungle leaves mixed with birch leaves and oak leaves, and it just looked really, really cool. So I think we'll be doing that a fair bit. Oops. Now to do it though, might be a bit painful. But yeah, just the three different types. When you see it on a large scale, it looks really cool. And yeah, this looks pretty good with end stone, I would say. Oh, but to do runic stone stuff is what I'm gonna have the most trouble with. I have no experience with that. Thankfully, we're in a forest biome though, so the green actually looks pretty decent. Oh yeah, and if we want to use wood in places, I find spruce wood looks really nice with end stone as well. And we could even use slime blocks in places if we want. If I ever get mycelium, that looks really nice with end stone. If I want to change it up in areas so it's not always green grass around. Yeah, so I think we'll have a lot of options with this, and hopefully we can come up with something that looks cool. Okay, so this is my first attempt on the actual structure, and not going so well. This is way too random. We need more order to it. Okay, so what is this? What's going on here? This is my attempt at making an actual method or technique to my building style. I'm not just going to place random blocks and hope it turns out good. This will give it a bit more order, because you can see what I'm doing here is I'm giving it structure to the building, and then I'm in regular intervals revealing pieces of the end stone every so often, and not always in the same shape. The way I say it, there's two ways we could do this. We could either have like real order, like like pillars every few blocks, and then try to deteriorate those, or we could do something like this where it's pretty chaotic, and this I think I will find easier to do actually. This almost looks like it's peeling in places, like a bunch of blocks fell off here and here and here. This is not the final version though. This is just like the first pass. I just want to get the shape of the ruins in mind, and now I'm going to go over it again with the other blocks and give it a lot more detail. So what I've found so far is we can't have a lot of a lot of different types of blocks. We have to narrow it down and maybe change it up in different places to use these other ones. But like if I'm to choose between this and this, these two don't actually go together all that well, I find. And I like this one more because it's more green, so I'm not going to be using this mossy stuff. I do really like the cracked stone though, so we'll probably be using that. Cobblestone is great, as always. Chiseled, should we try chiseled? Maybe in a few places that would look good. And then of course we got to use the stairs and half slabs. Oh. But anyway, let me try this again. I'm going to do the second pass on this, and let's see what it looks like. And here we have it after some detailing. So it still has the same basic patches in it, right? But we have stairs and slabs mixed in. We have the cracked and the mossy mixed in. And it gives a pretty randomish and chaotic looking structure, but it still has structure to it. Like you can see, I'm creating a flow from the bottom here all the way to the top, so it's almost like it's a pillar of strength there, and you know, there is some logic to it. But I don't know if I'm gonna keep it like this. What do you guys think? I almost feel it's still too chaotic. Like there's blocks all over the place. Maybe that's not the way to do it. Maybe we should set some further rules, like mossy must be near the ground, or maybe a special type of decay to it. Like from most decay to least decay, I would say it goes cobble. Maybe we set a rule that we can only have mossy if it's by cobble. And then it would go cracked, I feel is less decayed than that. And then finally, not decayed would be that. So we may want to try that, like have specific patches of decay and then keep that flow to it. Might make it look better. It might be difficult to do though as well. But I'm going to go through this and just see what it looks like after I add the leaves and stuff. Also, I will say something else here. Areas like this where there's a big cluster of stone together, especially near the ground like this, I want to add further depth to it. Like maybe I would do something like this here and just create little extra pieces of 3D depth, you know. That I find is the secret to making things look better. I'm not a good builder, but I do understand some technique to it. Like having lots of 3D depth is really important. It gives all kinds of shadows and stuff. And if you can find places, like right now we basically have two layers. We have this front one and then we have the end stone behind it, which is good, but if we can add even more to that and bring it out further, all the better. And that's also why leaves are awesome, because they give a lot of depth. As we can see here, so this is basically the run through of making the structures if we go through with this plan. I want your guys' feedback, what you think. Does it need more or less of something, like more leaves, less leaves, more order, less order? You know, kind of the different points we touched on today. I want your feedback. So this is it with the leaves, and you can see I got the 3 different types of leaves mixed in. There's lots of variety to it, and that's why it looks so organic. And I also have flowers, we add grass, we add vines. I'm considering also using the spruce planks for the ground, the path, you know. I think that actually looks pretty cool. And try to keep it organic as well, like just random ins and outs to it, raised areas, lowered areas. I think that would look pretty cool. But yeah, let me know what you think. Again, I'm trying to develop a technique so when it comes to building, if I know the order to do things, it'll actually be really easy for me, and I can build structures all over the place. I got the wireframe thing figured out. I got the colors figured out. I got the order of development all figured out basically here. So it's pretty easy actually. Yeah. Anyway, that is it. That's where I'm going to leave it here until I get your feedback, and then later we will be able to build. And as we do things, of course, we'll have redstone devices mixed in throughout, and those will be sort of the focus points. Oh, okay, one more thing here before we move on. I just realized I made a mistake with the leaves here. So whenever you're building something, it's also really important to every so often just take a step back, look at it, look at how it's going, maybe imagine how you want it to flow and all that. You want to check it from a distance as well is important. Things with a lot of detail that are very chaotic generally don't look as good from a distance, unless they have some flow to it, like these leaves give it a lot of flow. There's a lot of order to them because they're basically all the same color, and you can see a pattern to it that way from a distance. Same with the blotches of yellow there. And it would look better if, from a distance, if I didn't have all this chaotic cobble mixed in with the stone. If it was more like groups of stone with groups of cobble, it would look better, I think. But the big mistake I want to point out, looks pretty good from this angle. The thing that doesn't look so good is from this angle here. We got these big patches of endstone totally exposed like that. I need to move the leaves a little closer to them, because when it's like this, you don't have the depth anymore. The leaves aren't in front of them, which doesn't look as good compared to over here, which from this angle, these leaves here just happen to go in front of it. Actually a little bit scared of this door now. Oh! Alright, these are the lighting errors I was talking about earlier too, by the way. They seem to be fixed in the latest snapshot, which is great. But anyway, here is the comments for today. I picked out 2. The first one says, "Hey Etho, how do you come up with title names? Do you find it difficult?" Oh my goodness. It is so difficult. Title names, descriptions, and video tags are the bane of YouTube for me. It is so difficult. Many times now I actually find I use the same title, and just before I release it, I'm like, you know, this seems familiar. Then I do a search, and it's like, oh yeah, 100 episodes ago I used that title. And it's like, okay, how do I come up with another different title that explains basically the same thing I did in this episode? Yeah. Like, for example, episode 2 of my... Was it episode 2? I think it was. Of my Let's Play series was called Mob Farms. And I've made at least one more mob farm since then, so I have to be more descriptive, and I've made more than one of like blaze farms and whatever, so it does get a little bit complicated. Today was easy because we had a focused thing we were doing, but a lot of episodes I do a lot of random things as well, small little things all over the place, and then it's like, well, what do I pick for a title? We did lots of stuff today. Not a lot of focus, so yeah, it's challenging. It's definitely challenging. How do I come up with them? I don't know. I struggle. Anyway, second comment says, "I don't know, Etho. I'm not really feeling the new base. Maybe return to the old base every now and then." So we will be returning here, and we'll be doing projects here as well. I've been really pushing the new base because I want it to get it going, get it on its feet basically, so that when we do stuff there, people will enjoy it. I think not everybody's going to like it right now. Honestly, a lot of people didn't like the man cave here when I first started it either. It's not until it starts to get some actual structure to it, when we get a theme developed, which we really focused on today. When the development actually starts, then I think people are going to start liking it more. Right now we're still in the early stages, so hopefully you guys like it more as we continue. Anyway, not to say lots of people don't like it currently. We've been having fun there too, of course. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.